Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what it was. You already know what it is. You already know what it will be. So, oh my gosh, when I heard this, you guys, Maria's on live again, obviously. She said that, like, her and Flyboy have been talking. And, like, not like talking where they're gonna get back together. Like, she made it very clear. Like, it's like, oh, you know, it's not like we're talking about getting back together. Just the fact that you're talking with your ex, that means it's, like, not completely done. I mean, it could be, but I mean, this fresh off a relationship, I'm talking about, like, months later. If you go back to your ex months later, I mean, start talking months later, it's like, okay, you guys were done for a while. But the fact that's not even been like really 2 weeks and you guys never really had a no contact, like, that's how you know it's really done, when there's like a no contact period. But when you guys are still like talking, still he's asking her how he's doing, or how she's doing, sorry, and just like keeping in contact, that's how you know it's not really done for real. And she can say, oh, it's done, like, you know, we don't talk about getting back together. It's like, people like to keep one foot in the door. It doesn't matter if you guys are necessarily talking. They know that it's not the time and place to talk about getting back together, but just the fact that you guys are talking leaves room for that opportunity to come back. But do I think they're really done? Yes, I think Maria is for really done, and I think maybe Fly thinks that they're gonna get back together. But guys don't understand that when you do a certain amount of stuff to us, it makes us lose feelings for you during the relationship, okay, not after. I feel like guys usually know, like, guys usually feel their feelings after the relationship. Once, like, Maria's not there, not physically with him, then he starts processing it. Okay, girls process it during, based on how you treat us. So if you treat us like you're, like Maria said, Fly has, like, you know, obviously probably cheated. You know, I think we can all assume that he cheated. Things that do like that, like when guys do stuff like that to us, it does something to our brain where we like have to feel like we have to detach ourselves from you a little bit so that we don't get hurt. It's like a protective mechanism, because you're hurting us. We're like, okay, you're cheating on us, okay, then I can't give you my all, my full heart. Like, it's not safe because now you're hurting me. You know, when you hurt us, it makes us feel not safe, so we can't be like so attached. So we have to detach, so that, like, if you do stuff like that, we're like, okay, well, we expected it, like, okay, like, we're detached. That's why when Fly was dancing with all those girls on his story, Maria was like, okay, like, yeah, that hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad because she's already made herself detached, like, process, that man's not mine, that man's not mine. Like, yes, like, I think most of us have been there, like, that have done a few relationships a few times, like me, myself. Like, I'm speaking from experience, you guys. Like, I totally understand. Like, you have to detach yourself for safety. And maybe guys feel the same way. Like, sometimes, like, if you have a trifling girl, you have to detach yourself. It goes both ways. Like, I don't understand why they don't understand that it goes both ways. And I feel like Flyboy probably is not as hurt, or sorry, is more hurt, because during the relationship, Maria was never trifling. Like, just because your partner lets you doesn't mean you should, because honestly, it's a test. Because sometimes we want to see what our partner wants to do on their own. So if we're like, yeah, you can go do that, go ahead, do that, but you know, like, you know that would hurt somebody, but you still do it because they said it's okay, maybe they're just trying to not be attached to you and be like, you know what, sometimes you just gotta let a guy do what he wants to do, so you're not holding him back from anything, you know. Because honestly, we want a partner, just in general, I'm not talking about guy, I'm talking about for guys too. You want a girl that would rather be loyal to you, not loyal because for you, loyal because they want to be loyal to you, because they love you, you know. Because if you are like holding somebody back from doing something that they actually want to do, then they start resenting you. Or let's say if there's like a fight or a mishap or something, what are they gonna do? If the respect goes out the window, they're gonna do what they rather do, which is cheat on you, be with somebody else, sleep with a bunch of people. But if you're with somebody that just doesn't even want to do that kind of stuff, when you guys are not good, you're still safe. That's how it should be. When you guys are on bad terms, loyalty shouldn't go out the window, because they're just going to start doing what they want to do and not what you want to do, right? So that's why it's really important, and it's very hard, especially these days, to pick a partner that just rather not, like, you know what I mean? It depends also where you meet them. If you meet somebody at the club, you guys, guess where they're going to go back to when you guys are fighting or not good? Back to the club. If you meet somebody in the library, or if you meet somebody like at a coffee shop or somewhere else, a different environment, that is not a club person, they're not going to go running to the club when things aren't good. You know what I mean? They're going to go back to the library, back to like God, back to just hanging out with friends, back to being alone. If you're with a loner, they're going to go back to being alone, not the club. So if you meet somebody in the club setting, in the party setting, who's a partier every weekend, you can't be shocked when things aren't good and they go back to the club. That's a club guy. That's why I'm saying, like, meeting somebody in the club, that's not a partner. You know, if somebody meets me in the club, I don't think that they're gonna look at me as a partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's like more of a, like, if you do one night stand things, that's usually the people go to the club for one night stands, or just having a good time, or just out with the girls. It's not very like, oh, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. When I'm going to the club, you guys, I've never ever I'm gonna meet the love of my life tonight. I'm gonna meet my next man. Like, that's who you want. They're gonna run right back there. That's their home. That's their home base. Let me put it into a terms of, like, maybe for the guys to understand, or like girls who game. Okay, so when you're in a video game and you know you have that like spawning spot, right? Okay, so you go out, you play the game, and then you die. Where do you go back to? The spawning spot. So if their spawning spot is the club, guess where they're gonna go back to? They're always gonna go back, right? Oh, relationship didn't work out, guess we're gonna go back to the club, which is what Fly's doing. I mean, Maria, she's not really like, I mean, she's here and there. I think she's kind of forcing herself, but like Fly is like a club guy. Like, he's not done for real. He is like active. Like, every weekend you're gonna catch him outside type thing, right? So, and that's hurtful. Oh, we're not good and you run back to the club. That hurts, okay? But again, that is very easy for us to detach. Like, guys think they're doing something when they go run back to the club and they have all these girls around them. That makes us way easier for us to be like, okay, I did the right choice. You know, if Fly really wanted to prove something, he would prove to her, like, no, you made the wrong choice. I am the right guy. He worked on himself. He stayed home. He just hit the gym. He wasn't like, oh, these girls and everything. He just really was vibing by himself. Maria would see that and be like, I made a mistake. You know what I mean? But you want to know what Maria's thinking right now? And I can tell you, because I think the same thing. I did the right choice. He's not going to change. He told me he was going to change. He tried to change the relationship. Look, I leave, boom, back to right what he was doing. Where's the change? Where's the growth? Where's this awesome person that I want to be with? Is that a person that I want to be with? Like, the minute I'm gone, he has 5 girls dancing on him. Like, what makes me want that? Guys, like, think that they're hurting us. It hurts, but it hurts in such a good way that we're like, oh my gosh, he really is that guy that I thought he was, you know? He was never going to be the guy that I saw potential in, and the guy that I wanted. You know what I mean? And it hurts. It's like, damn, like, I saw potential in you, but you didn't really have it. You only had the potential because I saw you like that. It was never really in you to be that guy. You were always this guy. And sometimes it's hard for us to see that because we can only see the potential. We only see, like, with rose-colored glasses on, like, no, like, you could be this. But in reality, they're not that yet. And maybe they'll never be. And that's what we sometimes have to come to terms with. So that's what I think she's going through right now. And I don't think they're going to get back together, because I think Maria's really standing strong. And I really hope she realizes. And I love that Fly's going out and partying, because that's making it easier for her to stay away. It's like, you're doing all this. It's easier for me to be like, yeah, I don't miss that. I don't miss that. I remember how it felt when you were cheating on me. I remember how it felt when I saw you with girls. Like, I'm remembering that hurt. Like, I'm glad I did the right thing, because I got to protect my peace and stay back. So anyway,
do you think, well, actually it would be cheaper to ship, you know? Like 10 or 12 pairs of shoes. I want a reason to go see them. That's crazy. No, it's because I don't mind. I'd probably take someone with me, though. Yeah, we out. It's like a bunch of freaking clothes and shoes. I have nothing to wear anymore. I gotta go to the mall, actually. But, I should be getting my car fixed today. It's been acting a little funny. I'm ship that out. Yeah, you're right. I am trying. Damn, I can't see nothing from here. Oh my gosh, I'm really that blind. It's crazy. Is that an S? Oh my gosh, I did it twice. Oh my god, this thing barely works. Yeah, material stuff could be replaced for sure. What happened to your brother? He's gonna be out there for a little while longer. Unfortunately. What you eating? I'm eating an enchilada. And a moltita, or whatever you call it. Another one. Well, actually, I kind of took a bite, but... Monica, that part. But I'm not like... I'm not gonna cry about it, you know? Whatever. Like, I can try to get it back, but if it doesn't work out in my favor, what can I really do? Do we still talk? Who? I lost track of who y'all be talking about. Oh, y'all talking about Fly. I already told you guys, I've hit him up a few times. He hit me up last night, but on some like cordial shit. It's not that serious. It's just like, I'm going through things mentally. I'm going through things mentally. And it's not necessarily about a breakup. I'm just going through things mentally, like, and they're coming out a lot more now that I'm like single. So he was just checking up on me last night. That was it. And I just ended up falling asleep. But other than that, I have spoken to him. Like, you guys know this. I don't hide nothing. And I don't... But we don't speak like that. We don't speak like, oh my gosh, do you miss me? Or, like, should we work things out? Like, that's not how the conversations go. At all. It's just a friend being there for another friend. Or ex, whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, thank you, Lala. So that means you would go back with him?